He's back reinstated on Twitter, and back running as the Republican candidate for presidential office in 2024. Now, there's good news and bad news about Trump being reinstated back on Twitter thanks to Elon Musk, and that is leaving Truth Social behind will be a bad business financial loss. And being back on Twitter is needed, considering he has announced that he's the running candidate for 2024's presidential elections. My name is Musa Mhlongo, and you're watching the Mr. Showtime podcast. Welcome back to the Mr. Showtime podcast. So, Elon Musk recently made a tough decision, reinstating Donald Trump's account back on Twitter, along with several other notable public figures such as Andrew Tate, to mention a few. Now, there's good news and bad news about Trump being reinstated. The good news is it's needed for a government official, presidential candidate to be on Twitter. It's one of the laws, right? Now, Elon Musk had to make very tough decisions, considering he has to keep advertisers happy on the platform, because it's advertisers who generate ad revenue and to keep the platform running. Those are your important shareholders, advertisers. Now, since advertisers come in the form of woke gatekeepers, Elon Musk eventually put up a poll on Twitter, said, well, what do the people want? Do they want Trump back? And majority of the people who voted on the Twitter poll said yes, they want Trump back. They want the return of the mean tweets. Now, the bad side is Trump has already established a Twitter clone app called Truth Social, which is pretty much the exact same as Twitter, but it's Trump version, right? So if Trump leaves Truth Social to go back to Twitter, it'll be a huge financial loss for him establishing the Twitter clone called Truth Social. Now, if Trump remains on Truth Social, I mean, most people follow him there anyway. Trump didn't foresee Elon Musk purchasing Twitter back in 2020. Hence why he created Truth Social, and lots of people follow him there. If Trump stays on Truth Social, long term, Truth Social will be an exclusive club in terms of business longevity, which I would also appreciate Truth Social being available here in South Africa as well. But it will be the smart move to go back to Twitter, because Twitter is global, worldwide, and Elon Musk purchasing Twitter has eased up some of the restrictions and the barriers that Twitter used to have under former CEO and owner Jack Dorsey. Now, moving on from Twitter Social, we'll do further follow-ups whether Trump decides to go back to Twitter or to remain on Truth Social. I'll stick with him either way. Now, Trump a couple of days ago, or let me say a few days ago, announced that he will be running for presidential office in 2024. Now, lots of other conservative YouTubers gave Trump props for his calm, cool, and collective speech and demeanor, saying that there was no divisiveness in the speech. He was very controlled, very presidential. Well, yeah, Trump has always been calm, cool, and collected. They said Trump made it very clear and straightforward. He didn't mention anything about the revenge of 2020, which, in my personal opinion, I would have added that. I would have reminded people that, hey, do you not remember what happened in 2020? Do you not remember that the established took away your voices? Joe Biden took away your voices in 2020 by frauding the elections with 81 million votes via the mailing ballots, the fraudulent mailing ballots. Have you forgotten? I would have used that as an emotional riding up, and on top of that, to add on current issues that are going on today. Now, the average NPC is still hung up on the whole abortion issue. Hence, that's exactly how the Republicans lost. Well, they didn't lose, but they took a huge damages. There was no red wave. Most people voted on the abortion issue, i.e. an emotional play. Now, why don't Republicans use that same plight to rally up the people to vote Republican, to vote for Trump? It's still the same mission, and that's the mission of hashtag Save America, hashtag Make America Great Again, hashtag Make South Africa recognized as a first world country. Hence my flag design you see on the screen. But that's neither here nor there. The mission still remains, and that's to save the Western nations such as South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, England, the United States. The mission still remains the same. And I stand with Trump. I'm glad that he's officially running for president again. And we'll keep you up to date with further updates. But for now, thank you for listening. I am Busom Hlongo, and you've been listening to the Mr. Showtime podcast. And please subscribe and stay tuned.